Christine, and this is my journey to convert this into a garden. Welcome to my Garden Odyssey. This week I'm going to concentrate on cutting back the ivy and some of this ox tongue.
So you don't know what you're doing, and the walls are closing in. Just remember where we're going, and remember where we've been. We can breathe underwater, nothing can hurt us anymore. And as long as we're together, it doesn't matter where we are.
So I had one last go before I pack up for the night because it's getting dark. But I wanted to show you why I've been very careful about taking a brush cutter in here, because this is the mains electricity supply which goes round into the kiosk and then will come out again into a trench when we build the house and into the house. But for now it's serving me with a surface cable, armoured cable mind, but I saw this piece of cable and was a bit worried that there was another supply, but it's a dead end there. But that over there I think is the mains cable that runs into the kiosk. Did I say the other one ran into it? It comes from the kiosk, the other one. This is the cable, which is really thick. That's the supply that goes under there and along that trench there up to the kiosk. See that pile of rubble I've got out of tiny little space? Anyway, better out than in, as they say. Right, so yeah, I've hacked back, or dragged with the rake this area. So the cable comes in here, under here, and then you can see it coming out again here. So in that line under there is the cable. So there's no way I'm going to put a brush cutter in there. I'm going to have to go through with the mattock, clearing all of that. But it's looking good already. It's amazing what a difference it makes when you just cut back that high growing stuff. And then I've got to be careful over here because the cable runs here and then through all that. So this is another area that I'm going to have to hack back quite high until I can see the cable, and then hack it out with the mattock. And there's all the scaffold poles that I've found over there by that tree. That really is it for today, I think. It's starting to get dark. Tempting to have a bonfire, but there's not enough dry stuff really. I'm certainly not going to set light to any of that. Not on my own anyway. Grey sky. A little bit of sunlight coming through the trees over there. Doesn't matter how grey that sky is, it always looks lovely. Those grey clouds. So this is the side of this hedge line that I've been clearing. I thought I'd show you the other side. It's another area that's full of nettles, and it's It's got two massive tree stumps that were taken out when the guys cleared that area over there. They took out those two stumps, and I'm going to keep them, clean them up a bit, because I think they'll be useful. There's looks like some irises over there, some sort anyway. Ivy tree. More ivy trees over there. This area is actually quite a reasonable size. And that's interesting. Got loads of, same as the other side, loads of nettles, keeping me away from the hedge line over there, but or the fence line, I should say. But in front of the fence line is that whole pile of logs and cuttings from trees, and that's probably about a couple of meters in from the fence, the wire fence. Just taking over the telephone cable. Some plumbing. Move that out another time. And that looks like concrete post there. I'm told there's football posts in here somewhere, metal. And there's hemlock. So it narrows out a bit, or the area that's covered in logs narrows out a bit, and then it just becomes the fence line. That's because the guys cleared it a bit. So quite a bit of work to do here to clear this, which will be interesting. I'll come to that eventually. Nice evening. Blue sky. More oxtongue here, but only a small patch. Bubble wrap, of course. Drinks bottles, plastic. It's going to be very interesting to see this when I've cut back all of this and moved it away. That'd be for a future project. But I think this can be, stuff here could be cleared quite soon. Only a small patch. I got the strimmer out. Not sure if the battery's going to be okay, because I haven't used it for a while, but we'll see. And what I'm going to do, don't need to do the grass. It's interesting. It's grown back from that horrible brown mess that I created. Of course, it's stopped growing now, so there's lots of little fresh green bits which are just settling in. Anyway, I'm going to see if the strimmer is going to cope with any of that. I know it can do low stuff, this stuff, so I'll have a go at that as well.
Think it's pointless. I will remind you that it's not.
trimmer can't handle the really thick stuff, so it's going to have to be a brush cutter, but worth trying. Bang it's a good strimmer, Makita, and if you bang it on the ground, I'm sure people know this, while it's on, the cable comes out more, and it really does toughen it up. So I was able to take out some of the really big stuff, but there's some that just won't touch. So it's starting to rain. It was a glorious morning, but now it's starting to rain. I'm going to have a go at that pile over there and see what I can do, just for half an hour or so. Stop now. It was really settled in. I didn't realise how much it was raining because I'm under the shelter of these trees. That big pile of bits and pieces come out. More bricks. You always tell there's bricks there because it goes clunk clunk. I found the inevitable bits of glass, but do you know what? I think I'm just going to leave them there and go back into that trench. And there's this. So I'll just pick it and see if it's attached to anything. Oh no, it's not attached to anything. It's me feeling so worried about scraping up the cable. Oh, there's the stick. There's where I've cleared. May not look as though I've done too much, but that's all stuff I want to keep in the hedge to stop the dogs getting through. It's also made it clearer what's past the stick is ivy that I need to really have a go at. That's good. Let me see what it looks like. Over here, blue pipe is water pipe, which I don't want to get rid of, but it's easy to store. Look at that, the hedge line. God, it hasn't looked like that for a long time. Right, that's it. Raining. I keep saying that I'm going to have a go at this ivy that's growing over these trees. All of those, look, see, all of these trees are covered in ivy. we call them ivy trees because they're so completely covered. But like so many things in this project, we know where to start. All I can do is try some things, see if it works. If not, I'll try something else, and eventually I'll find a solution and I'll get there. I was listening to the wonderful Andre from the Renovation East YouTube channel, who's giving some advice for other people undertaking renovations, and he said to have small targets like, you know, today or this week I'm going to do this, just a small thing, because then you can handle it, you can achieve and move on, and over a period of time each of those small achievements add up to the big achievements. So I'm going to follow that advice, and I'm going to say, let's start with this tree, which you can hardly see. So I'll take a photo now and then after, and we'll see what the difference is. So target today is one tree. I don't know whether you can see, but I've done quite a lot of ivy ripping out along here, and where I haven't been able to pull it out, I cut lower down the stem, then found this, which is a bit strange. I don't know what it is that's right in here. And so you can see these stems now, which is nice.